Okay, this is Harlan Kilstein, and we are looking at the final entry in the copywriting contest. 80% of gym goers quit exercising within the first 8 weeks of training. Okay, so that's a truism. It's not a benefit headline. Let's go on. There's a way you can beat the odds. So that is a curiosity, but the first headline just stands off. It's an interesting thing. Hundreds of fitness programs promise you'll burn fat and build muscle, but what about actually sticking with your routine? Now, for anybody who has exercised, that's the key. Discover the surprising way to get ripped. That's so obvious, even professional trainers miss it. Yet bodybuilding greats like Arnold Schwarzenegger swear by it. My name is David Rice, and I'm the only personal trainer around that can say 100% of my clients have successfully lost weight and kept it off. But things weren't always this way. So that's a huge claim, and I want to keep reading. Like you, I've done it all. Powerlifting, circuit training, bodybuilding, jogging, swimming, even yoga. So I think the like you part is grossly exaggerated here because you don't know that the people reading this have done it all. I failed every time. Every year I promised myself that this would be the day, the moment I turn over a new leaf and finally incorporate exercise into my life for good. There were times when I came close. I'd last a few months, even a year, but it always turned out the same. I'd get too comfortable. I heard myself making excuses for taking breaks just one day or eating too much food. I'll stop after a few fries, and I'd lose it. All the hard work I put in pumping iron, sweating out cardio, and focusing on my health was nothing when I found myself back at square one, 80 pounds overweight and struggling to catch my breath going upstairs. It wasn't until I was home alone, sitting on my behind and staring at the computer, that I saw something that would change the way I looked at fitness forever. I was reading an article on a bodybuilding website, desperately trying to find some motivation, when I came across a quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger. It said, "You can't tell a kid that it's time to exercise. That's a turnoff. You have to say, let's go to the park and have some fun." Then you get them to do some running, play on the swings, practice on the balance beam, basically get a full workout disguised as play. Now, Arnold may not be the best family man around, but with 5 Mr. Universe wins and 7 Mr. Olympia titles, the man has a well-deserved reputation as one of the greatest bodybuilders in the world. He had the determination to get into the gym every day because of his pure passion and grit. But I tried that method with less than stellar results. The kid option didn't sound so bad. After that motion, I set out on a quest to find ways to make fitness less of an uphill battle and more of a reward. It's very plain language here, no power words at all, but convincing. What if training wasn't something you had to push through, but an enjoyable hobby? Some people find pleasure in exercise naturally, but most of us need better reasons to get into the zone. Surprisingly, those reasons aren't always the one we expect. Things like health, looking good, making your spouse happy are all great motivators on paper, but when it comes to completing a workout, they can slowly lose their appeal. The main reason we do things and make them habits is for one reason alone: fun. And what do we find fun? Being part of a community, playing sports, entertainment, and seeing results. The program I've developed incorporates all of these things and boosts your ability to maintain the exercise schedule by over 72%. That number is based on studies from places like Michigan State University, where psychologists have linked the benefits of partnership, motivation, and fun to fitness becoming a steady part of your life. Don't waste time trying to convince yourself that run-of-the-mill exercise is sustainable like I did. Turn your workouts into genuine entertainment by signing up for a free 20-day trial. That entertainment is just, in my opinion, the wrong word. Or you have to raise an objection to that. Answer the objection. Over 120 different exercise videos. Now that you go back to exercise, you would be turning people away. You're not saying what makes it fun. You've got like some kind of a secret mechanism here, but it's not convincing. Over 120 different exercise videos that make you sweat while incorporating exciting training techniques for skills such as sports, capoeira, dancing, and rock climbing. Becoming part of a thriving online community that tracks and shares your results and photos with other members reaching their goals. Earning points to get special one-of-a-kind fitness gear and clothes based on your performance. Let me change your mind about fitness and sign up for your free trial today. If you feel like you aren't making progress, you can cancel anytime, but I think you'll see and enjoy the results. So what we have here is we're not finding a lot of the technical errors that we've seen in so much of the copy so far. I'm not seeing the questions, that many questions. I'm not seeing the repeated asking of questions. I'm not seeing ellipses all over the place. The offer is kind of weak. We didn't have any elements such as testimonials. We did have star power of Schwarzenegger. We did have an interesting approach. Technically, this is a pretty good letter, but it would still need some work. So why don't you help me out and tell me what you think of this letter in the space below. This is Harlan Kilstein. Thanks for playing.